Welcome to American Airlines Center, where the Dallas Stars look to take down the Minnesota Wild. My name's Bill Peterson. I'll be providing you with complete play-by-play coverage, and Mike Weiss will supply your color commentary.
Well, this is going to be a classic shootout in Texas. The Wild and the Stars will put a lot on the scoreboard tonight. At least they should.
No expansion team plays tougher than Minnesota. If they keep it up, the Wild will be in the playoffs in no time.
Overtime wins aren't going to make or break you, folks. But when you're the worst in the league at it like Minnesota, they become that much more important. The Wild have a winning record over the past 10 games. Let's see if they can keep winning. Stars are having some problems lately. Over the last 10 games, their record is under 500.
Dallas needs to make it back to the playoffs, or there'll be some serious changes to try and get them back in the Stanley Cup Finals.
After missing the playoffs last year for the first time in 5 years, Dallas worked really hard in the offseason. The Stars are looking forward to putting their hard work to the test once again. Bombardier has made a name for himself in the NHL by playing solid defense. Whether it's on the penalty kill or even strength, Bombardier has a presence of mind to make the right defensive play. Hatcher is a giant on the ice. You'll never see anyone bump him off the puck, and if they do, he'll just turn around and knock them over.
Here we go with the first drop of the puck. Modano sends it up to the center. Lehtinen passes it over to Guerin. Roenick takes the puck up. He relays it to Gaborik. He lets the slap shot go. Guerin brings the puck up. He passes it to Modano. He passes it to the right wing. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Fernandez. Broken up by Lehtinen. Gaborik sends it to Zoltan.
Will the owner of a black van with license plate Hockey 1 please find the nearest usher?
Manny Fernandez has yet to grasp being able to handle the puck. It may be one of the reasons he's never been considered a dominant goalie. The guy's got a bright future, but needs to show he can control the puck on a regular basis.
Hey, Mike, what does the replay show?
Fernandez denies the shot with a terrific blocker save.
Turgeon leads his team in face-off percentage. Laaksonen moves it back to Kuba. And he takes the snap shot. He makes the save. Turgeon takes the puck up through the zone. Sekharaj moves, intercepted by Boucher. And he takes a wrist shot, and he is just getting warmed up. Laaksonen carries it over the red line. Roenick just gets robbed by Turco. Zoltan takes it past the blue line. Stopped. Turco just got his glove on the puck. Roenick passes it over to the left wing. Isn't letting the shooter see any daylight behind him at all. And he takes a wrist shot. Boy, he makes the hard saves look easy. Gaborik sends it back to Bombardier. Zoltak passes it to the right wing. Gaborik scores up high. Gaborik is the team leader in goals with 16. The wrist shot comes so quickly that the goalie can't react fast enough to the shot by Gaborik.
He went top shelf on that one all the way.
Whether it's in the offensive or defensive zone, winning important faceoffs is a specialty for the Stars.
Minnesota goal scored
Matvichuk
by number
passes
10,
to Turgeon.
Marian Gaborik.
Takes it past the red
to
line.
number 33,
Boucher
Sergei
plays it up to the center.
Zoltan. And to number 5,
Sekharaj
Brad
sends it on
Bombardier.
to
Time of
Roenick.
goal, 6
He passes it
minutes,
up the center.
21 seconds.
Laxonet centers it over to Dupuis. If they have any chance of taking this game, he's got to continue to make stops like that. Young brings it past the red line. He plays it back over to Turgeon. He takes the slap shot. Laxonet passes it off over to Roenick. Carries it over the blue line. Passes it to the right. Turgeon intercepts the pass. Brings it over the red line. He takes a step shot. That is the kind of save that will set the tone for his team for the rest of the game. Gets it over to the left wing. Morrow sends it up to the center. Roenick passes over to Laxonen. Carries it over the red line. Carries it past the blue line. With saves like that, it could be a long night for them. Takes the shot. Oh, and he blocks the shot. Hatcher sends it back to the defenseman. Sado carries it past the red line. Guerin sends it over to the right wing. Moves it back to Hatcher. He sends it up to center. Modano passes it to Lehtinen. Guerin slides it over to Hatcher. Face off to the left of Hernandez. He takes the snap shot. Gaborik passes it over to Zoltak. He plays it up to the center. And he takes a wrist shot. He's got no problem making the save. Boucher sends it over to Matvichuk. Guerin passes to the defenseman. The whistle blows for offside. Controlling the pace of the game by winning faceoffs is a strong point for the Stars. Zoltak makes a long pass over to Gaborik. What a save! Turco sends it to his defenseman. Boucher sends it up over to Modano. Over to the right wing. Bombardier passes it to Zoltak. Takes it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Save by Turco. Guerin brings it past the blue line. He passes it back to Modano. Gaborik brings the puck up through the zone. Sent back over to Zoltak. Blocked out front. He lets the backhand shot go. Great save. I hope he can keep this up for the next 2 periods. Gaborik just gets robbed by Turco. Morrow sends it to Turgeon. He slides it to Young. Zoltak brings the puck through the zone. Gaborik brings it over the blue line. Turco passes to the defenseman. Zoltan passes it to the right wing.
Remaining in the first period.
Kuba moves it over to Brunette. Hatcher passes over to Young. Morrow sends it over to the right wing. He sends it over to Turgeon. The Minnesota Wild are ahead as we end the first period, 1-0. Mike, break down the first period for us.
The Stars have fewer shots on goal, Bill, which pretty much tells the story.
Sedot moves it back to Hatcher. Young passes it to the right wing. And he takes a wrist shot. He stoned him. Score! All tied up midway through the game. That should pump up the crowd. That's a pretty one-timer for the goal by Young.
And the goalie really didn't play the puck very well on that one.
This area of the game is a big advantage for the Stars.
Dallas goal scored.
Benison brings it past the red line.
Scott Young.
And he takes a wrist shot. That
Assist
was
to
a
number
great
77.
save. Hatcher sends it over to the right wing. Garrett carries it over the red line.
Seconds.
He sends it up the middle, over to Lehtinen. Knocked out in front with a blocker. Hernandez sends it on to Brunette. Takes it past the blue line. Pass back to Gaborik. Great save! He's taken up where he left off last period. Hatcher makes a long pass to Lehtinen. He's one of the hardest hitters in the league. Sedot sends it to the left wing. Laaksonen carries it over the blue line. Save! Modano takes the puck up. Hernandez passes it off to Roenick. Brings it past the blue line. Pass to Laaksonen. Save by Turco. Turco sends it back to the defenseman. Morrow brings it over the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Fernandez. Dupuis carries it past the blue line. He sends the puck back over to Laaksonen. Save by Turco. Matvichuk passes to Turgeon. Zoltan brings it over the blue line. He sends it off over to Brunette. Young brings the puck up, takes it past the blue line. He takes a step shot. Glove save! Benison passes it to the right wing. Zoltan passes it over to the left wing. Modano carries it past the red line. He sends it to Guerin. Bone-crushing hit by Lehtinen. Zoltan takes it past the red line. Looks like someone lost some teeth on that one. Brings it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. What a save! Hernandez passes it over to Benison. Brunette brings it over the red line. Bombardier sends it to the left wing. That was a hard hit by Zoltan. Modano takes the puck up through the zone. He plays it back over to Lehtinen. He sends it across the ice over to Guerin. That's an easy save for him. Modano sends it over to the right wing. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Fernandez. Passes it to the right wing. He makes the save. Roenick carries it over the red line. Checked hard by Laaksonen. Boucher sends it back over to Modano. Guerin takes it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Boy, he makes the hard saves look easy. Benasek passes it over to the left wing. Dupuis carries it over the blue line. He slides it over to Roenick. He sends it back to Laaksonen. Centers it to Dupuis. He passes it to the right wing. Oh, it's intercepted. He must have puck magnets in that glove. He passes it off to Young. Passes to Turgeon. He lets the slap shot go. Save by Fernandez. Morrow passes it to the right wing. Young plays it up to the center. Over to the right wing. Sends it over to Turgeon. Vicious check by Sekarosh. Moves it back over to Kuba. Roenick carries it past the red line. He takes the backhand shot. He gave up his body to make that save. Turgeon brings it past the red line. He passes it back to Morrow.
1 minute.
Passes it to the right wing. He's got no problem making the save. Kuba sends it up to the center. Gaborik brings it over the red line. Centering pass to Zoltak. Stalemate as we take a break from the action. It's all tied up at 1. You have any words of wisdom after 2, Mike?
The Wild have more shots on goal, but they haven't been able to convert them.
The referee will drop the puck for the next period. Kuba plays it up to the center. Passes it over to Gaborik. Sent back to Brunette. Young sends it up to the center. Turgeon carries it over the red line. Sekarosh passes it to Gaborik. Carries it past the blue line. Oh, Turco! Loves that shot out of the air. Turgeon plays it up to the center. Young sends it up to the center. He was wrong. Fernandez stops the go-ahead goal. Fernandez logged a nice save there, Mike.
Fernandez still has a raw game to work with. The guy's got great skills, but needs to step it up to the next level if he wants to be successful. When he gets his chance, he should take it by the horns and hold on.
We've got a face-off to the left of Turco. Matvichuk sends it in front to Boucher. He passes it to Guerin. Dupuis moves it back over to Bombardier. Ronnie sends it back over to Laaksonen. He centers it over to Dupuis. Amazing! Turco stops the go-ahead goal.
The upcoming power play could change the outlook of this game, Bill.
Face-off to the left of Turco.
Dallas penalty to number 9, Mike Modano. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 3
Benasek
minutes,
sends it
52
over to Gaborik.
seconds.
Pass back to Kuba. Takes it past the red line. Turco sends it up over to Hatcher. Benasek sends it over to the right wing. Gaborik makes a centering pass over to Zoltak. Nice! Turco stops the go-ahead goal. Sado brings the puck up through the zone. Mitchell passes it to the right wing. Laaksonen brings it over the blue line. He plays it back to Dupuis. Turgeon brings it past the red line. Marshall passes it to Laaksonen. Turgeon plays it up to the center. Ronnie brings the puck through the zone. Brings it past the blue line, and he takes a wrist shot. Turco sends it to Turgeon. Carries it past the red line. takes it past the blue line. Morrow sends it to the left wing. Off the blocker. And he takes a wrist shot. Denied. Fernandez. Blocker save. Laxonen brings it over the red line. Save. Brings the puck up. Carries it over the red line. Carries it over the blue line. He sends the puck back over to Young. What a save. Fernandez stops the go-ahead goal. Turco moves it to Modano. Lehtinen takes it past the red line. He passes it over to Guerin. Good save! Fernandez stops the go-ahead goal. Modano sends it up to the center. And he takes a wrist shot. That save was huge.
Manny Fernandez has yet to grasp being able to handle the puck. It may be one of the reasons he's never been considered a dominant goalie. The guy's got a bright future, but needs to show he can control the puck on a regular basis.
Hey, Mike, take us through the replay.
Fernandez slides the legs out there and blocks the shot with the pads.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Lehtinen passes to Hatcher. He sends it up to center. And he gets called for offside.
Your souvenir program. If you have the lucky sticker, you've won 2 tickets to our next home game. Please report to guest services.
Faceoffs are one of the little details that is done very well by the Stars. Modano sends it off to Guerin. He sends it up the middle to Lehtinen. Nice save. Fernandez just got his glove on the puck. Sekharaj passes it off to Gaborik. He passes back to the defenseman. Sekharaj passes to Zoltak. Modano passes it over to Lehtinen. Takes the puck up. Brings it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. That save keeps him in this game. Roenick brings the puck up through the zone. Carries it past the blue line. Modano carries it past the red line. Laxonen passes to the defenseman. Brings the puck through the zone. He passes it off to Roenick. Morrow carries it over the red line. Centering pass over to Turgeon. He lets the backhand shot go. He sends it back to Young. That save helps them stay alive. They get caught offsides.
Manny Fernandez earned 69 wins over 129 games during 3 seasons in the Canadian Junior Leagues.
Hernandez takes the stick and redirects the shot away. Everything is magnified late in the game, including faceoff. Roenick passes it to Bombardier. Morrow moves it back over to Young. What a save! Hernandez slides it over to Laxonen. Brings it over the blue line. He moves it over to Roenick.
1 minute remaining.
He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Hatcher. Sedot takes the puck up through the zone. Turgeon sends it to Young. Sends it back to the defenseman. He takes the backhand shot. All knotted up as they head to the locker room at 1. Here we are at the start of overtime. Modano brings the puck up. Hatcher passes it over to the left wing. Guerin sends it over to the right wing. What a huge save! Fernandez sends it up to Venasek. Zoltak takes the puck up. Moves it back over to Kuba. Brings it past the blue line. Zoltan makes a long pass. Over to Gaborik. Sedor plays it up to the center. Modano brings it over the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Blocked out front. Hernandez sends it over to Benasek. Modano moves it over to Guerin. He takes the slap shot. Zoltan sends it to the left wing. Gaborik carries it over the blue line. That save keeps this game tied up. Modano brings the puck up through the zone. Sent back over to Sedor.
1 minute.
Kuba takes the puck up through the zone.
Overtime.
Takes it past the red line. Quick pass to Guerin. Benasek passes it over to Zoltan. Passes it to Gaborik. The game ends at a tie at 1. Mike, let's hear your thoughts on this game.
A tie game does get you a point, but it's hard to swallow sometimes. The Wild remain in first place in the Northwest Division.
That ends ESPN's coverage of tonight's game. Good night from the American Airlines Center.
And now, for the 3 stars of the game. The number 3 star, Marian Gaborik. The number 2 star, Marty Turco. The number 1 star, Manny Fernandez.